Hello friends, welcome to my coaching channel. This is Krishna Day. Today we will learn grammar, parts of speech, noun. As you all know that nouns are nothing but the naming words. It refers to any person, place, things or ideas. For example, Subhash, this is the name of a boy. Ganga, name of a river. Mumbai, name of a city. Umbrella, thing, love, feelings, etc. Now, whatever names you will get, whatever naming words you will get, this will all goes to the category of noun. Now, this naming words are again divided into different types. The names are divided into different types. Basically, in lower standards, for example, 5th standard, 6th standard, there are only 5 different types of nouns are given in the textbook of grammar. Common, proper, collective, abstract, material. So these are the 5 basic nouns given in the book of grammar. But today in this session, we will learn 12 different types of noun. We'll start with common noun. Now what do you mean by common noun? Common, this word is already familiar to you all. Common means in general. A particular word, a particular name, which will refer to so many person. For example, take the example teacher. Now teacher, it can be any teacher. Ramesh sir teaching maths, Seema ma'am teaching English. Then Prachi miss teaching Hindi. It can be any teacher, but not a specific name is given. So hence this word teacher, it goes to common noun. Same goes with the word doctor. It can be any doctor. Sahasrabuddhe doctor, Survare doctor, not a specific name is given. Hence, this word doctor, this goes to the category of common. Friend, it can be any friend of yours, students, whether it is Seema, Geeta, anybody, any friend it can be. So, not a specific name given. So, friend is also common noun. Lawyer, any lawyer it can be. So, hence lawyer is also common noun. Take one more example, that is city. It can be any city, isn't it? Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi. Only the word city will goes to the category of common noun. Now next we'll move on to the next type, that is proper noun. This proper noun, students, this is totally opposite of common noun. In common, words will be in general, but here in proper, words will be in specific. Particularly a person's name, place name, thing's name you will get. For example, Lisa. This is the name of a girl. A particular name is given. Mumbai, a particular name of the city is given. Hence, such type of words will go to the category of proper noun. A proper name you will get. So, this is proper noun. These 2 types are clear. Now, we'll see the next type, that is concrete noun. What are concrete nouns? In this, words will be perceived by senses. The noun will be perceived by senses that can be seen, touched, felt or tasted. For example, a name which will be perceived by senses, you can feel it, you can taste it, you can see it. For example, can I pet your dog? Take the example, this is a sentence I am giving. Can I pet your dog? So dog, you can see it, you can touch it. Understood? Then please pass on the salt. Salt, you can see it, you can touch it, you can taste it. Isn't it? So such type of words will go to the category of concrete noun. Next we'll go to the next type, abstract noun. Abstract noun is totally opposite of this concrete noun. Here, the words will refer to the concepts or feelings which cannot be experienced, which cannot be seen or which cannot be touched, but it can be feel, it can be felt. For example, love you can feel, you cannot see, you cannot touch it. Hate similarly, power, time, kindness, honesty, this all can be feel, but it cannot be touched. So such type of feelings goes to the category of abstract noun. Clear? Now we'll see the next type, that is collective noun. Now collective nouns are the words of groups of something. A particularly word will be given which will refer to so many people, but not a specific number will not be given. For example, take the word crowd. Now this crowd, it refers to the group of people. In this crowd, gardi, logo ki, in this crowd there may be so many peoples, not a specific number is given. It can be the crowd of 10 person, it can be the crowd of 20 people, there can be 1,000 people in a crowd. Understood? So hence such type of word, it refers to the group of people, is collective noun. Similarly, team of players, there can be so many players, there can be 10 players, 11 players, more than that also. It is not fixed that how many players are given. So this refers to the group, totally the group of the player. So hence this is collective noun. Bunch of flowers. In a particular bunch of flowers, there can be so many flowers. 12 flowers, 15 flowers. There can be so many flowers, but together, one bunch in a flower, it refers to the group of the flower. So this is collective noun. Similarly, navy. This particular word navy refers to so many soldiers, so many men working. A particular word is only sufficient. Navy. Similarly, army. So many soldiers are there in this word. I am not addressing to any particular soldier. Only this word is sufficient, army. With this word only I will come to know that the army means so many, a group of so many soldiers. This particular word refers to so many soldiers. So hence this is collective noun. Clear? Now we'll go to the next type, that is compound noun. What are compound noun? What are compound nouns? Compound nouns refers to two or more words joined together to form a single noun. These are nothing but combination of two or more words which are joined together to form one single noun. Now take the example, see, toothpaste. Tooth is one word, paste is one word. These together are joined and form one new noun, new word, toothpaste. So it will be very easy for you children to understand which noun belongs to compound noun category. See, toothpaste. Again the soft word. See, soft and ball. Next word, see, son-in-law. Understood? So such type of words which are combined together to form one new word, one new noun, that refers to this category, compound nouns. Okay. Now we'll see the next type, that is singular nouns. Singular means one. It refers to any particular one thing, one person, one place. For example, pen, a single pen. House, a single house. Hotel, a single hotel. So this is singular nouns. Clear? Now we'll see the next type, that is plural nouns. Plural noun is opposite of singular nouns. In singular, only one noun will be there of any person, place or thing. In plural noun, there will be more than one. For example, hotels, years, articles, etc. There will be more than one. Okay, such type of nouns will be in the category of plural noun. Now we'll see the next one, that is possessive nouns. Possessive nouns, possession, ownership, and it will highlight by apostrophe S. If you will get any word, any noun with which apostrophe S is added, directly you can write possessive noun over there. It will show the ownership, the possession of a particular noun. For example, अमय's pen. अमय का पेन. किसकी पेन है वो? अमय का पेन है. apostrophe S से अमय का ओनरशिप बता रहा है पेन की तरफ. This apostrophe S is showing the possession, the ownership, that this particular pen is belong to Amay. So hence this is goes to the category of possessive nouns. Understood? You will get this apostrophe S. Wherever you will get this, you will directly put possessive noun. Okay? Now we'll see the next type, that is countable noun. Countable noun means it is countable. The nouns which you will get, you can count it. For example, it occur both in singular and plural form. Plural you have already learned. Usually s is added with the plural noun. Usually. But there are so many words without s, it shows plural form. For example, take the word people. People. Now people means this is already a plural noun. This is already a plural noun. It refers to so many people. I have not said person. I have said people. People, this is already plural, but I haven't added s after the same. Because this is already plural form, no need to add. S will not be added after it. Understood? Similarly, here in countable noun, the words which will be occur both in singular and plural form, which can be counted. For example, take the example of bike. This is countable noun. Only single word I have given, bike. But 6 bikes. This is plural form. After bike, s is added. But 6 bikes, still we can count it. We can count, na? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it countable? Yes, it is countable. Hence, this type of noun will go to the category of countable noun. Similarly, uncountable nouns are the nouns which cannot be counted. For example, rice. It is not possible to count the rice. Water, we cannot count it. Milk, we cannot count. Flour, atta, we cannot count. So such type of words which will go to the category of countable nouns. Similarly, the last type, this is the 12th number type, material nouns. Now what are material nouns, my children? Material nouns are the material substances from which things are made. A particular word, a particular noun from which material or substances can be made. How we will come to know? For example, take the example of diamond. Now from diamond we can make rings, necklace and so many jewelries. Hence this is material noun. Similarly, gold, we can make gold ornaments, so many jewelries, rings, earrings, necklaces, so many things can be made. So hence gold is also material noun. Cotton, from cotton clothes are prepared, so many things are made. So this is also material noun. Such words from which any kind of materials, any kind of substances can be made, such type of noun is known as material noun. So I hope you all have understood all the 12 different types of noun. We'll take a short revision. See, first is common noun. In general, the words will come. A particular words, not a specific name is given. This is common noun. Similarly, proper noun, it will refer to a particular person, place or thing. Take the example of Lisa, name of a girl. Mumbai, name of a particular city is given. This is proper. Hence, this is proper noun. Similarly, concrete noun. Now here you will get the words which are perceived by senses. You can feel, you can taste, isn't it? You can touch it. For example, salt, you can taste it, you can feel it. Understood? You can see it. So hence this is concrete noun. Abstract noun is totally opposite of concrete noun. In this you will get the feelings which cannot be seen, which cannot be touched, but it can be felt. For example, love, we can feel it. Hate, we can feel it. The king is very kind. Example लो, king कैसा है? दयालु है. Kindness, kind, this is the word. We can feel it, but we cannot touch it, we cannot see it. Hence this is abstract noun. Similarly, collective nouns, group of so many people or so many things. For example, crowd, it refers to the crowd of so many people, a group of so many people standing. ठीक है ना, गर्दी लोगों की, उसमें कितने भी आदमी हो सकते हैं, कितने भी औरतें हो सकती है, इट डिपेंड्स. सो हेंस दिस पर्टिकुलर वर्ड रिफर टू द group of so many people. So this is collective noun. Similarly, compound noun, combination of two or more words to form a single noun. Take the example tooth, plus paste. This form a new word, a new noun, toothpaste. This is compound noun. Similarly, the next one is singular noun. Particularly one person, one thing or one place will be given. For example, pen, a particular object, house, a particular place, hotel, particular place. Understood? So this is singular noun. Next, plural noun is totally opposite of the singular noun. Here in this you will get more than one word, more than one noun. Articles, there are so many articles. Years, so many years. Hotels, so many hotels. So this is plural nouns. Next one, possessive nouns. Usually it refers with the apostrophe s. It will show any possession, ownership. Take the example, अमैस पेन, अमय का पेन. किसकी पेन है वो? The pen belongs to whom? अमय. So hence by apostrophe s this pen is been highlighted that this is Amay's pen. Now next is countable noun. It can be counted. The nouns which can be counted. It can be in singular form as well as in plural forms. For example, bike, you can count it. 6 bikes, we can count it. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Several bikes in the garages, that also we can count. So hence this all are countable nouns. Similarly, uncountable nouns means the words which cannot be counted. Rice, water, milk, we cannot count it. Material nouns, from which any kind of material or substances can be made, that only words particularly goes to this category. Diamond, from diamond we can prepare or jewelries, rings, necklaces. Gold also, from cotton also we can make clothes. So many things are made by from cotton. So such type of words are known as material noun. I hope in this session I have taught you 12 different types of noun. I have this all are clear to you guys. So this is all about today's session. We'll see you with the next topic and next chapter in the next session of grammar. So till then, bye everyone. Thank you.